No laptops, no portable chargers, no ski masks, no outerwear, no hoodies are to be worn walking through.
Okay, so listen, do you have your phone? Can you please fill this out?
My relationship with my phone, it's my girlfriend, literally.
I use it for TikTok often. Social media, really, it get me away whenever I'm bored.
It's like my wallet. Like I always have it with me at all costs.
Any issues, questions, concerns before we get started?
When I'm in school, I find myself going on my phone a lot, and it does distract me from my work.
It's not like I'm dependent on my phone, but at the same time, I feel like my phone is necessary in my life.
I am very addicted to my phone. No question about it.
Have you seen the decline? Like, have you seen the climate better? Have you seen things? I know there's a lot of drama still in the building, but
From what I heard, it was way more fights last year and stuff than this year. And I feel like that can play a part because you know how people get on social media and it's like, meet me in the hallway or stuff like that. You can't really do that this year because you don't have your phone. So from what I heard, it has gotten better this year.
Not really, because like students do go to people's class and drag them out. Like,
But as far like you can't, but that's I don't know. You just can't have your phone.
like
It's
as far
here.
as phones, last year stuff did like spread quicker because we had like our cellular devices. But like now it's like stuff do spread, but like, it don't spread as much as it do last year. So I feel like
Because on phones, it's instantaneous.
ultimately, I think that they are a major distraction. When you put cell phones in the mix, I see less connection between students and staff, student to student. So I see it in those sorts of ways. And then all the behavioral concerns that can come with it, where things can get very explosive with having phones in buildings that can lead to, fights and everything, which can be coordinated easier when cell phones are in the frame.
Last year, when we did have our phones, it was like so many fights. Like it would be a fight at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then you go to class for like 30 minutes, and it's another fight. It'd just be fights on top of fights on top of fights every day. And it was like really because of the phones. So that's really why they took it.
So the Respect Our Phones program is a pilot program offering 5 schools a chance for them to hire students and a teacher to kind of dig deep into what is taking place with the phone culture in their school building. So assessing the policy, number one. What is our policy in each one of these schools, right? How do students and staff respect that policy?
This is working fine. Like without phones, students could focus more in class. Like this is working fine. But I wish we could still have our phones, but like know when to put it away. So like we could have them all day, but we'd still be paid attention in class and stuff like that.
As a student ambassador, our job is to solve problems around the school, find certain situations or stuff that we can do to help other students in the school or help other teachers in the school, or just to make Overbrook a better place in general.
The phone policy right now is students are to turn their phones in once they arrive in school. We put them in a locker, they get a ticket, and then at dismissal, we get the card, they get the phone.
It definitely is a lot better from when I was here in 9th grade. We used to have yonder pouches, and that did not work. It worked sort of, but it didn't because we would find a way to break the yonder pouches. But now they have this thing in the front. It has a bunch of numbers for each grade, and I think that's a lot better, a lot more professional, a lot more easier. Obviously, the line is long, but it's much better.
Honestly, as a student, I don't like it. I want my phone. But on a neutral ground, I completely understand not having phones because ever since last year, fights went down because you can't just text someone and be like, yo, meet right now. So I understand when they say, like, we can't have our phones on us. I completely understand that. I just wish not every student has to face the consequences for a few student actions.
My thoughts on the Overbrook school policy now, I like it. I think it brings about student voice. We did the yonder pouches at our school. We went a school year with no cell phone policy, and that was just our last school year. So just seeing from last school year to this school year, I'm very pleased with the policy.
We took the phones, but to people's point, we haven't created more spaces for connection, more spaces to actually do things and have greater connection. So from y'all perspective, like, this might be a part of the project, right, going forward. Like, what should schools be trying to do to build more connection?
So I feel like in our lunch period, we could like involve some type of games or like little table games to like keep people, like make people want to be there and want to go in there, like that don't involve a cell phone.
When we peel back some of the stuff that's happening, when we have fights, when we have crazy arguments, we're finding that, the vast majority of these things was having a cell phone involvement or social media involvement into it.
Every time I see a fight, it's always being recorded. I feel like that comes with the whole phone policy thing. They're not enforcing taking the phones enough.
A lot of things do end up in messier situations when social media and phones are involved.
I feel as though students film the fights just so they can say this happened to that person, or I feel like that is bullying in a way, just because like you see somebody getting harmed in a video.
Look at the pictures and let's discuss. What are you guys seeing with some of these pictures? What is the differences?
On the other side of the human with the words and stuff like that, it's like an apology of some sort for whatever conflict it was going through. It's like a way of apologizing.
So part of our program also is to have students go through different series of workshops, restorative justice based, to learn about these various topics, and then to come back with that information, kind of think, okay, now with our school community, what should we do as bringing forth some solutions?
An intentional disruption in the school to prison pipeline, which is some stuff that we're going to talk about. So with every harm and healing circle, we have the same 5 guidelines. The first one is we want to honor privacy. So whenever you're doing a
harm and healing circles are effective after some type of altercation with students, and the effectiveness of the circle is only as good as the students who participate. If a student chooses not to participate in a harm and healing circle, we can't force them to do that. And the goal of harm and healing circles, I should say, is to make sure that when kids leave, they have the understanding that whatever happened is squashed. It's at zero. It shouldn't be mentioned again. And for the most part, it's effective.
It takes a lot of thinking. You really have to sit down and think about what you did. Mm-hmm. And even though you don't want to say sorry, maybe you being a bigger person and saying sorry can fix it, instead of just you not saying sorry, she's not saying sorry, y'all both not saying sorry, and y'all go on with y'all day and it's bothering y'all. It can bother one of y'all. So saying sorry really does help, or addressing the situation really does help.
Infraction data is based on incidents that happen throughout the day. This year, our data has come down drastically due to not having cell phones.
Just working with them on a day-to-day, just to see them grow, just in this little amount of time, it's really been great.
I think it's important to include student voices because they have to buy into it. They have great opinions if we listen to them.
You have an emotional connection with teachers that actually sit there and talk to you, with the work, help you through it. So, yeah.
When they make an effort to show you that they genuinely want what's best for you.
As a student ambassador, I think that our policy set in place right now, it does give a student a chance to learn from their mistakes, but if our students aren't learning from our mistakes, then there's something more severe we have to do about it.
The best advice is kind of based on the idea of this program. Get the student voice involved early. Just don't come out of the woodworks with some plan that you just woke up one day and just said, this is it, and consult. It really does depend on the school community, what the students want, what the parents want, and the teachers. That means just your stakeholders, right? Do not do anything without involving your stakeholders. I think good leadership is always leading horizontally and make sure you have people at the seat of the table. So that comes with anything.